Hey guys, it's Sierra Dawn. So basically this video is going to be like a couple things put into it. Basically, I'm back in my room, yay! So, yeah, that way I don't have to do it in the bathrooms or in my sister's room. So, that's awesome, loving it. So, I moved my room around because my bed used to be up against this wall where this stuff is, and I flipped it around so that it is now against that wall next to my window, which I don't like too much that it's against my window, but it's better than what it was over here. So basically I took all my stuff down off my walls and I moved it over here, which is the only things that are really on my walls are my artwork, and I kind of picked the ones that are my favorite and I stuck them on this wall behind me, and for kind of like a nice background. There's some of them. And I also moved my pride flag, is right there. I just felt my pride flag should be in my videos, because I'm not ashamed to say I am part of that community. So, yeah, that's a little bit of what I've been up to. I know I haven't uploaded in what feels like forever, but it's really only been 10 to 12 days since I've been on here. But when you upload like I do and you don't upload for over a week, it feels like forever. So, yeah. So basically, I wanted to get on here and tell you guys what kind of happened during my day today. And I'm telling you right now, my day was fairly crappy, to be quite honest. It wasn't the best day for me. First off, I had to wake up at 7 a.m. like every other weekday. Besides Saturday and Sunday, I have to always wake up at 7 a.m. So, I have to wake up at 7 a.m. to be at school and in my classroom in my first period classroom by 8:30, because that's when school starts. So, that was my first problem, was I wasn't able to get to bed until 1 a.m., but I also wasn't able to sleep until 2 or 3. So I only getting about 4 or 5, something like that, hours of sleep was not my favorite thing in the world. So I'm very tired, and I know I can't go to bed yet because it's still a little bit early in the afternoon. So that was my first problem this morning. My second problem was when I got to school, and it was around second period. It was the start of second period. I realized that I didn't have time to pack this morning because I was in a rush, and I also forgot my wallet, and I didn't realize I forgot my wallet until second period. So I had to text my mom in art class and say, dude, can you bring me my wallet, because otherwise I don't have lunch money. So my mom brings me my wallet, and I have lunch right after art. So I go into the office and get my wallet, and then I walk down to the cafeteria. Well, I go through the lines, and I sit down at my table in the back of the cafeteria. Well, as I sit there, it's about a little more than halfway through lunch, and I'm starting to text my stepmom, and my phone freezes. Okay, knowing my phone is crappy already. My phone doesn't let me send pictures anymore, and it doesn't let me use my cellular data. I literally have to be on Wi-Fi, or my phone will not let me on the internet. So, having it freeze was not the biggest deal in the world. What became the big deal was after I set it down, and 2 minutes later after I set it down, my screen went black. I said, okay, did it just lock itself? So of course I press the home button. Home button doesn't work. I press the lock button on the top. Doesn't work. Doesn't make a sound. And I'm thinking, okay, did my phone shut itself off? It's at 90%. It shouldn't be dead. So I try holding the button down. I try every possible way of turning it on, and it won't work. That's when I get mad, because I'd already had a crappy beginning to my morning. Things just were not going right, and my phone had to top it all off with shutting itself down. So I get into my last block class, and I have that last block class with my older sister Shelby. So she literally sits in the seat behind me, and I turn around and I tell her about my phone, and I let her play with it. Well, on the side of my phone, there's like this little button where if you push it up, then it turns your sound on. If you push it down, it turns your sound off. Well, when you push it down to turn your sound off, the phone vibrates. And I don't know why I didn't think of this before, but my sister thought of it, and my phone vibrated. So she goes, okay, well, your phone is still on. Your screen's just black. So I'm thinking, oh, great, so my screen doesn't work. Well, I can't use the phone without my screen. So I try playing with it, and my EB is basically, it's study hall, okay? So it's dead quiet in there. Well, I obviously, having a iPhone 5S, have Siri. And my Siri is a British man, okay? So I pressed the home button, and as soon as I press the home button, just playing with my phone, Siri comes on. The little Englishman and all, out loud in the quiet study hall. That was so embarrassing, it wasn't even funny. And to make it even better, my phone still doesn't work, or my screen doesn't. So I go with my sister to the doctor for her, and then we come back home, and I show it to my mom and say, yep, my phone doesn't work. Hope nobody needs to contact me. So I just let it sit for, literally it sits for 8 hours without working. And so I start talking to my stepdad after dinner's over, and I go, yeah, well, my phone's not working. And he starts touching buttons. And of course, as he starts touching buttons, my phone lights up. I'm thinking, okay, what buttons did you touch? Because I have literally spent 8 hours worrying about my phone not working. So it decides to come on as soon as it dies. Basically, the only part that came on was that little, when your phone is dead, it has that little battery where it flashes red because it's dead and you have to charge it before you can use it. That's what came up on my screen, and so now I actually have my phone to record on. So yeah, that was my awful, awful day. And I didn't even get to tell you yet about the part where when I went to the doctor with my sister, we almost hit or got hit by cars twice because of either people not being where they're supposed to be or somebody not paying attention and almost running into my side. So yeah, that was not a good day. I was like, am I determined to get hit by a car? Not it. So yeah, my day was not fantastic today. or anything. But the good news is, this weekend I'm going to T-Mobile because that's the phone company I'm with, and hoping that they're gonna fix my phone or give me a new iPhone or new phone in general. I don't care if it's an iPhone. Honestly, I don't, as long as I get a new phone or I get a fixed phone. Because I find it ridiculous that my phone doesn't let me send pictures, doesn't let me use my cellular data. That is being paid for. And that it decided it needed to shut off for 8 hours is stupid. So, yeah, my day was not good. But that's basically all I have to talk to you guys about, is basically that iPhones suck. Or at least mine does. So, if you agree, hit the thumbs up button, leave a comment, like, subscribe, all that jazz. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Be you, be true, and stay colorful.